This is Walter Leite, and this presentation is about focus groups for survey development. Focus groups are a powerful qualitative research method that can offer deep insights into a particular topic. They involve a small, carefully selected group of participants who engage in a structured discussion aiming at uncover detailed opinions, experiences, and knowledge. This group interaction is guided by a moderator and is typically focused on gathering diverse perspectives. Focus groups are especially valuable for survey research because they allow researchers to capture a range of viewpoints, explore complex issues in depth, and understand the nuances of how individuals within a population discuss a specific topic. Focus groups can significantly inform the development of surveys by shaping the content of the research questions, the phrasing of items, and the survey administration process. First, focus groups allow for a wide-ranging exploration of a topic, helping researchers identify key themes and issues that should be addressed in a survey. They are also instrumental in learning the language used by the target population, which ensures that survey questions are relevant and easily understood. Moreover, focus groups help researchers understand how members of the study population interpret and relate to the research topic, which is crucial for phrasing survey questions in a way that resonates with respondents. Focus group can also provide insights in how participants should be recruited, ensuring that the survey reaches the appropriate audience effectively and maximizes response rate. Conducting a successful focus group involves some well-defined steps. The first step is to clearly state the objectives of the focus group, which helps guide the entire process. Next, identify the sample is critical, and it should be between 6 to 12 participants representing the target population. Then you select a skilled moderator who will help facilitate the discussion and ensure that all voices are heard. The moderator also helps develop a set of questions in a protocol to keep the group focused on research experiences. Once the group members are recruited, the focus group can be conducted, ensuring that the conversation is recorded for later analysis. The content of the focus group should then be carefully analyzed to identify key themes and insights that will form survey development. A focus group needs participants that share common characteristics relevant to the research topic. This ensures that discussion is relevant and insightful. It's critical that participants are not in a position of power over others, because that would inhibit open discussion. For example, you wouldn't put principals and teachers in the same focus group. So the goal is to create an environment where all participants feel comfortable sharing their perspectives. By selecting participants who are similar and there is no power imbalance, the moderator can foster active participation. The process of conducting a focus groups require careful attention to detail and a series of specific steps. Begin by introducing yourself and encouraging participants to introduce themselves as well. This breaks the ice and allows the group to feel more relaxed. Establish a relaxed atmosphere by explaining the purpose of the focus group and ensuring anonymity. It's important to mention that the session will be recorded, but reassure them that their identities will remain confidential. Provide background information relevant to the discussion and pose initial questions, starting with the most important. After the discussion, summarize the key points to ensure clarity and ask participants if there is anything else missing that wasn't stated before. This approach will ensure that all participants will have a chance to be heard. Developing an effective protocol is critical for a productive focus group. Questions should always be open-ended and encourage detailed responses rather than simple yes or no questions. So a question like, do you enjoy being a teacher? It wouldn't be appropriate, right? The question route should start with general questions and move to more specific topics as discussion progresses. An effective strategy is to begin with a factual question that everybody in the group can answer, but it cannot be yes or no question or a very short answer question. Avoid asking why questions because they can create defensiveness. Instead, aim for questions that involve reflection and insight, encouraging participants to share their perspectives openly. The moderator plays a critical role in ensuring the success of a focus group. One of the primary objectives is to communicate to the participants there are no right or wrong answers, create an open and non-judgmental environment. This should be done at the beginning of the focus group, right after introductions. The moderator should facilitate the discussion without dominating it, guiding participants to express their thoughts freely. It's also important that the moderator pays attention to the group dynamics, encouraging quieter participants to speak up while ensuring that more extroverted participants do not monopolize the conversation. By balancing the voices in the room, the moderator can encourage a disagreement when it arises, conflict perspectives, and a broad exploration of the topic. The moderator is also responsible for maintaining the flow of the conversation and ensuring that the discussion remains focused and productive. So if a participant goes on a tangent, the moderator has to bring the participant back. This can be done by saying, let's focus on this and put another question or redirect to the topic. One key role is to ensure that only one conversation occurs at a time, preventing participants from taking over and causing confusion. The moderator also manages time, keeping an eye on the clock to ensure that the topic receives appropriate attention. To encourage deeper responses, the moderator should allow a brief 5-second pause after each comment, giving participants a chance to reflect before speaking. Additionally, the moderator should probe for more information, asking follow-up questions that clarify and expand on previous comments. So even though there is a protocol with scripted questions, the moderator should be aware of opportunities to follow up with deep questions that the moderator will develop at the moment, depending on where the conversation goes, as long as it stays within topic. It's essential to record the focus group to ensure that no valuable insights are missed. This session should be either audio or video recorded, and detailed notes should be taken. The moderator should work with a note taker who will prepare a summary of the discussion immediately after the focus group concludes. This allows the team to capture fresh insights while the conversation is still fresh in their minds. By recording the discussion, researchers can revisit the key points and identify subtle nuances. A focus group analysis should follow a systematic and verifiable process to ensure that findings are robust and reliable. A prescribed process should be followed, allowing different researchers to reach similar conclusions when analyzing the same data set. The analysis should be continuous, with findings from one focus group potentially informing the next focus group. This iterative process allows researchers to refine the protocol based on emerging themes, ensuring that the focus group is adaptable to new insights as they arise. Systematic analysis ensures that all aspects of the discussion are captured and categorized properly, leading to more accurate interpretations. There are several ways to capture data for a focus group, each with different levels of detail. A detailed transcript provides exact word-for-word transcription of everything that was said during the section, which is ideal for capturing every nuance. An abridged transcript is a summarized version of the transcript, capturing the most relevant points based on the audio recording. Few notes are not an important source of data, as they allow the note taker to capture important topics during the session, which can later be clarified by reviewing the recording. Each of these sources provides different insights and can be used depending on the level of detail required for analysis. The main objective of focus group analysis is to identify key ideas, experiences, and preferences expressed by participants. It's also important to identify events, actions, or situations that may have influenced participants' attitudes or behaviors. By analyzing the data, researchers can uncover underlying themes that shape the population's view on the research topic. Additionally, the analysis aims to identify key themes, phrases, and jargon used by participants, which can be valuable for tailoring the language of the survey, ensuring it resonates with the target population. The process of analyzing focus group data involves breaking down the content into individual statements or responses. Each statement is categorized according to the questions asked during the session. After categorizing, the researcher organizes the statement into groups based on common themes or topics. One innovative tool for categorizing organizing data is generative AI, which can help sort statements and identify patterns quickly. Using AI can streamline the process of identifying key insights from large volumes of focus group data, making the analysis more efficient. To ensure a thorough and rigorous analysis of focus group data, several guiding questions should be considered when reviewing each statement. First, ask whether the participant answered the question that was asked and whether their comment addressed a different topic. Next, assess whether the statement provides important information that contributes to the research objective. Consider the relevance of the comment or whether it appears in previous statements or is a new perspective. By asking these questions, researchers can ensure that each statement adds value to the analysis and that redundant or irrelevant comments are excluded from the final analysis. Once the data has been categorized and reviewed, the next step is to summarize the findings by grouping statements according to their topics. With each topic, statements should be sorted by frequency, extensiveness, and emotion, and consistency. Additionally, researchers should compile a list of words and jargon associated with each topic. This summary provides a clear and organized representation of the key themes and findings from the focus group, which can be used to guide survey development. The next steps after analyzing the focus group data is to use the insights gained to develop survey questions. Focus group data can help identify specific topics or statements that need to be addressed in the survey. It's crucial to use language that was identified during the focus group, ensuring that the survey questions are phrased in a way that's familiar and meaningful to the target population. This approach helps make the survey more relatable and increases the likelihood of obtaining accurate, actionable responses. By aligning the survey questions with the focus group findings, researchers can ensure that the survey accurately reflects the perspectives of the population being studied.